pussy.
Oh my God! Welcome to season 2.
Season 2. Welcome back and again with the Collective KOTV. I am your main hostess with the mostest, Buddha, O Brassfield, and then I have my two co-hosts here, Zay.
Gang, welcome back, KOTV. How y'all been?
And Sav.
It's good to be back.
Welcome
What's
back,
up?
Sav. You've been on tour. Shit.
Not on tour.
You've been on tour. I ain't seen you in a minute.
If I was getting paid for the trip, it probably would be that. But no.
Oh,
No, I've been vacationing. I've been living life. I went to DC recently and had a blast. It was
That's
a good
what's
time.
up. That's what's up. So I guess we'll get right on into it. Before we start, I just want to let everybody know that is watching our pod that we are going to be putting out a lot more content for you guys very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be more than just podcasts. We're going to put out some skits. We're going to be putting out some live reactions to some some anime and some TV shows that you probably have been waiting on yourself. And we're going to be putting on a lot of different events as well. So please be on the lookout for that. KOTV is on the move. So
Love it.
now let's get into it. As you can see, I am in my Halloween get up. I will be having this mask on for the rest and remainder of the show.
Of the show.
I'm gonna be hot as hell,
And he can
Sweating.
but I can breathe.
he can barely breathe. We can barely hear him.
Sweating.
Okay. But as you can see, I'm going to a Halloween party, but that's not also why I have this outfit on, because it is Anti-Hero Part 2 Anime Edition. And you know I had to come in with the drip for one of my main
anti-heroes. It's so busting, yeah. You got it. He got it down to the nails, it's so dark, like in and out.
I'm just saying.
Love it.
Wait till
Give it to him. Give it.
Wait till next week at the Halloween party.
Nigga jitsu. No,
Wait till next week at the Halloween party.
Yeah, but wait till the next Halloween party. We actually finna
We finna
next
tee up.
Saturday.
Yeah.
We teeing up, going crazy.
All right.
Big bananas.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that too. But so we're gonna just jump right into it. But before we even go into the whole anti-hero main topic, we are going to be discussing the show of the week. Now, I want to start this off because I actually have two myself. For me, this week it would be I think Platinum In. Platinum In has been consistent. I was gonna say World Trigger, but
Yeah.
I feel like World Trigger is going to give me what My Hero gave us this last season, just kind of like more dialogue, more lore than fighting.
So what is it about?
World Trigger, oh my god. So basically, long story short, there apparently is an invisible organ in your body called Trion or something like that. I think that's what it's called. But there's an invisible organ called Trion, and we're talking about World Trigger right now. That gives you so many different capabilities and different powers to use through this tool called the trigger. We'll just start there.
All right.
The idea of it is definitely like school based. So you get that whole like, they go to class and train to use the powers that they have and things like that. There's so many different.
So like a traditional anime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vast amount of characters. There's a lot of characters. Like that's what I do like about World Trigger. There's a lot of characters in it. But that's not my show of the week. My show of the week is Platinum's In. Now, I don't know if you've watched that, but Platinum In was basically it was first off from the creators of Death Note. Yeah, so that had already sold me. Yeah. It's already been 3 episodes out so far.
And, where can I watch it?
Crunchyroll, Funimation.
It's on regular stuff.
Yeah, it's
so it's more just like a new anime.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So Platinum End, again, for those that have not watched it, it is about these angels that have gotten these 13 candidates to become God.
I think it was more.
That's pretty much. You said what?
I think it was more. I don't remember. I forgot what they
I
said.
felt like it was 13, but there's so many different contestants, and these angels are getting these contestants and making them contestants to become God. The only way that they're able to become God, or even the way that these angels are coming and manifesting to them, is that these people have had some type of suffering where they've wanted to commit suicide or something like that. Like they've wanted to do that. And apparently, like, I don't know if this is a true thing or not, but I did catch on the show that they said that in Japan, they seem to have like the highest rate of people committing suicide there. So I was just like, damn, is that like a real thing?
That makes
like,
a lot of sense.
Suicide there a lot? Because I was like, if it's 13 God candidates in the world, why is all majority, like 4 of them already in Japan?
I don't think it's just in the world. I think it's those 13 in Japan. That's why I was saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think now that makes sense on why they're honing in on Japan, because they made that whole, a lot of people commit suicide in Japan, so that's why a lot of the candidates came from there.
Type shit.
So,
wow.
Yeah, but that's pretty much the basis of the story. Good story. I would just say watch it. I like the development so far. That's my.
The animation's good.
Animation's good.
Okay.
There hasn't been any really like good fights. The story is good though. The story.
Okay. See, and you are really good at telling me like, okay, the story is really good, but there's no fighting.
It's
and
not
so,
like, oh my god,
but the thing is, Richard told me about 2 Year Eternity. That was like the first anime where someone told me about it, and I basically watched it, even though you said there was no action in it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it, and I really was into that shit. So, what was this called again?
Platinum's End.
Platinum's End. All right.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna plug into it, tell y'all how much I love it in 2 weeks, and
absolutely. There's only been 3 episodes out. I'm sure you're gonna get big.
Yeah.
What's up for the week?
I ain't gonna lie. See, I have not been watching none of the new shows. I've been letting them stack up. I start watching. I've been watching this other anime, bro. It's a old anime, but they dropped a new season to it recently. It's a boxing anime. It's called Hajime no Ippo, fighting.
It does.
It's you probably seen like the boxing clips of these niggas beating people ass all over YouTube and little fighting clips.
Breathe a little bit.
But so basically it's about this dude named Ippo Makunouchi. He was bullied in high school and shit like that. And then like he was getting bullied, and then this one like boxer who's like the champion who's like the champion of Japan or something like that, saw him getting beat up and stopped him. And then, he did the traditional, shonen protagonist, like I want to be strong type shit. So he told him to catch 10 leaves. Like he got to catch 10 leaves, but he told him to do it
like in the air,
falling off a tree. He kicked
that sounds pretty easy.
He kicked the tree. No, it's not easy how I explained it on the little anime.
It sounds like in my head, when you catching a leaf from a tree, it's like catching a fly.
Yeah, you got to catch. He had to catch 10 leaves and like have all 10 in his hands without dropping no leaf.
Yeah. So
the dude did it, but he did it with both hands, and like he was practicing for like a week. He told him you got a week, and then if you can't do it, you can't be a boxer type shit. And that's not even a normal training. That's just some shit he did. So
that was amusement.
So he did it, but when he did it in one hand, like his jab hand. He caught all 10 leaves in one hand, practicing like every night, all night, like really like on that shit, trying to like get strong.
That's actually kind of dope.
So he was sitting there, he was sitting there thinking, he was like, I didn't expect them to do it in one hand. And he's like, all right. So he take him to the boxing gym, and this boy got a strong ass punch, and they asked him what he do, and he was like, his mom and his dad who passed like are fishermen, and they own the fisherman shop. So he be carrying all the little heavy ass fish and all the little fishing equipment on the boat and shit like that. So it makes sense that he got like a good standing and like like he got a natural strength type shit. So he was just naturally strong, and they just taught this boy how to fight. And then like he like incorporate like a lot of different fighters. Like he did the Dempsey roll, which was a move that Mike Tyson did a lot, where he did the peekaboo, swinging in and out, and hooking like that. Like he learned how to do that himself just from his fighting style, because he like a little buffer type dude. So he an infighter, so he be all up in people's face. Like he more so like he like a mixture of like Rocky Balboa and Mike Tyson with a little bit some anime protagonists.
Okay.
That basic anime protagonist
Yes.
shit. Yeah.
So you know, like he be getting beat up and he just be getting back up, and then he just be like doing the most crazy shit. Like anime make boxing look so fun. Like, you know,
Anime make anything fun,
like I'm like
so
I'm,
intense.
and
Even
I'm
the
sitting
fucking
there,
food shows.
And it's
Yes.
funny because it's funny because, like, you know, like y'all know I used to do mixed martial arts, and I started boxing and stuff like that. So I'm just watching.
I did not know that.
Well, okay.
Wow.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you know, so
But I mean, yeah.
So I'm watching it and I'm just sitting there like, if only you could really do this in real life. Like he was sitting there doing like the Dempsey Road swinging and just going crazy. I'm like how do your stamina go in? Like you probably like in real life, you probably could
Not
do
to
that.
mention your momentum
Yeah.
of swinging.
Like
back and
soon as your
forth like
stamina in, it's bad business. Like you probably like most boxers that could probably do that consistently for maybe like a minute, like on like the amateur professional level, like the champions, they not human. I don't got nothing to say about them. So like they are different. But like on a normal level, like me personally, I'm like I probably could do that for 30 seconds. Like if that, like swinging, and then he was doing the Dempsey roll, and like he like people was figuring out that like it's weak to counter punches and shit like that. So he learned to perfect it. So he doing it, and he stopped in the middle of his swing, and they like fuck up and they swing. So he paused and he dodged it, and they get to beating the shit out of them. And then like it say like he said all of his strength from his rotation when he paused, retracted, and then when he swung it back, it did like double damage type shit because it was a reverse counter punch or some shit like that.
My goodness, that's a lot of boxing vocabulary that I just entered.
So you said, so did this show just start, or
no,
how many episodes have it been?
Actually, it's it's on VRV. They got the original season and they got the new season. Like I just finished the original season and I started the new season. I'm probably like episode 10 into the new season. But on the original, it's like I think like it's like 100 episodes on the original.
Yeesh.
But on the new season, you can watch them all in English. Like you can watch all
That's like 4
seasons.
seasons.
Yeah, you can watch them all in English if you want to.
That always
You can do it.
Then,
no. I mean, I'll get into it, but like randomly when you said it like that always confuses me, like how seasons work, like in anime.
It's between either 12 and 24
but
seasons.
it's like
or 24
it's like,
episodes
you know,
per
it's
season.
an older
Yeah,
anime.
but then like
it's an older anime, so it was really like run on.
yeah, because like One Piece,
like-
like they do seasons, but they don't do seasons in like 24
Yeah.
episodes a pop. They'd be like 52 sometimes because it's so
Yeah,
many.
and you watch it do the
Bleach
same
did
thing too. Yeah,
This one, like it's more so like Kenichi, the last disciple and shit like that.
Oh,
It's
I
more-
like
it's-
that anime.
Yeah, like it's more so like that. Like they do like 100 episodes a section, and they have all of.
But that's because, like we said, that's
Like, it's
they
an
are
older
older anime.
And then like when they do a different anime, it'd be like the same name, but like it'd have a different at title. Like it's a whole different arc, and it's not a part of that normal one.
Mhm.
So like the second season, like you would see the whole first arc and shit on the thing, and it'd be 100 episodes. And then you'll go out, and then like on the new recent shit that just dropped, it'd be the whole second arc, and it's like
in a whole
nother
nother tab in itself, and it'd be
tab in
like
itself.
20 something episodes.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like
I think
when
that
looked,
that's
it's
a
like
thing
50
for
it's
real,
like a
y'all.
sub.
It's like
like
50
a-
episodes on it already. So
It's
like a
been going on
sub
for
season.
Hey, it's pretty good though. Like watching it and like, you know, like watching this boy go crazy, and like, you know, he didn't lose at all. He was beating everybody up by knockouts. Like
Okay.
you got the
I'm gonna have to-
championship. Like it get deep. I ain't gonna lie. It's a couple of little sad parts because it's like, you know, I can relate to it because, you know, before I started boxing in school, you know, I used to get bullied and stuff like that. Like I'm pretty sure everybody didn't deal with a little bit of bullying in their life. So like, you know, and I'm like, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to start actually learning how to protect myself,
Mhm.
because I wasn't finna, you know, just sit there with nobody just trying
You
to
ain't no
beat 'em,
punk ass
you know,
nigga.
right?
Absolutely.
Ain't no punk ass niggas here.
Exactly. So like I understand where he was coming from. I'm like, bro, that's kind of lit. And then this boy just became champion, and now he just going crazy, just beating
That's
the shit out of people.
I'm gonna have to watch it. And you said it's called what again?
It's called Hajime no Ippo. The new
No
season is
Ippo.
called
That sounds so
Fighting
familiar.
It's called The Fight Rising, and I forgot what the old season is, but I know the old season is called Hajime Ippo Fighting. That's what.
Fighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can find it on VRV Crunchyroll. Like it's like right on there. As soon as you could even just put in fighting or boxing anime, and it's right there. That's what I did. I put in boxing anime in the little tab because I didn't know the name. I just seen the clip and it popped up.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Oh.
What's yours? I know you've been called on at least one.
Yeah.
I got at least one, guys. I got at least one because I've been not at
touring.
home. Yeah.
Touring.
Please, I'm gonna be
My
touring
man's is on
one day.
tour.
I'm gonna be touring one day, but
So first and secondly, yeah, let me put this shameless plug out there. First, I got 2 shameless plugs.
Shameless plug.
Can you first show your nice Cream City Flow hoodie that you have on really quick before you go into your episode?
I was about to go into my episode with that.
Oh,
you took
well,
that from me.
Well, let me shut my bitch ass up.
Some 2 shameless. I got you, Raina. No, I wore this on purpose. This is Cream City Flow, my best friend's clothing line. It's doing pretty well. We've been basically going into a lot more spectrums with the Bucks and Market City here in Milwaukee. That's a really big market with all artists who are in Milwaukee.
I'm trying to touch that myself.
She got head of line and that shit. I know people who've been like waiting on that type of She got that, and this line hasn't even been out for a year yet, I think. So
kudos to her.
Yeah, I rep this. I love Cream City Flow. You guys check it out on IG. The website is also on the bio. But yeah, really nice clothing. All 414 from Milwaukee. And she hand makes these clothes. So check it out.
Yes,
what's the second shameless thing?
Nigga? Y'all, people don't understand. People don't understand that, like, he has made, like, for those that just watched our new intro and all the intros that we've actually had, this nigga made the illustrations for that. This nigga right here.
It's
so
me.
like I have to make sure, like, my biggest thing with anything that I do, whether it's dance, anything, people have to know. My biggest thing, my ultimatum is people have to know that Milwaukee has talent, regardless of what we're doing. And we don't put that out there more than we need to. Seriously.
That.
Like,
thank you.
This is not me. Like, I don't expect nobody to do it for me. It's just something that we just need to do.
I mean, we're trying to start the Milwaukee talent movement.
Yeah, man. Like
there's a lot of hidden gems out there, bro.
Yeah.
But like, y'all just be slacking on yourself, bro. Like,
just
let yourself be
known,
known, bro. Like, you know, like, niggas be scared, but like, come on, bro. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah.
Like it's a place for you in the world. You just gotta, you know, speak up a little bit.
And there's plenty holes in Milwaukee for you to set yourself and you know what you're doing. So I just have to put that out there. But go into your show.
Hey, I'm sorry to piggyback on all of that. We've been doing a great job too because our podcast hasn't even been out for a year and we're getting so much exposure. I think God for all that.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Like it's been really weird.
Quick.
Yeah.
Like really
like truth moment. I did not know what the fuck, because when Richard asked me to be a part of this, I'm like, I ain't never been on no TV or nothing, or no one's radio station or nothing. He's like, you want to talk about anime? I'm like, I know a little bit about anime, but like,
yeah, I mean, I think that's the whole point of KOTV, not to go down this rabbit hole, but like for me, KOTV is definitely based off of what we're talking about here.
Okay.
But when it branches out, it's going to be about art, Black art, nerd art, blurred art, all that shit. Like, it's so many people. Y'all are all talented in your own right, and people need to know that. People need to see that, you know. So
definitely. So yeah, thank you guys. I just wanted to like piggyback off that. We're not going to go down any rabbit holes, but the one thing I have been watching anime based, because I was watching American Horror Story and other stuff like that. But
it was so good. So did you watch that?
Hated the season finale.
Me too. I didn't even know it was the season finale.
Didn't even know.
I was so mad.
My best friend told me like, "Bitch, that was season finale."
I was like, "What?" It was good, but it was not season finale good. I was like, "What the hell?"
So for that to be a 2-part. Because I'm gonna talk about that show too.
It didn't even
make sense. Why the fuck did y'all make it a 2-part? I'm thinking it's gonna coincide
to
one story.
Me
and Richard over here talking about like, hey, I think this finna happen.
They finna mesh this way.
They finna have fucking aliens with the carnivores and
no, I didn't see it.
You don't need to. Honestly, think if I had to give it a score, it's a solid 3
out of 5.
Out of all the 10, bitch.
To be fun.
Whoa.
Out of all of the, not out of all the TV shows I've ever seen, but out of all of the seasons I've watched of American Horror Story, that's the one I hate the most.
You really? Wow.
I loathe it. I used to hate fucking Murder House.
Hey, when I watched the first couple episodes, because you know my girlfriend put me onto it. So like I always would hear about it. You know, I seen like clips of the previous seasons, and you know that shit looked fire. But I was watching it, I'm like, so we got crackheads on crackhead vampires, bro.
Crackhead vampires.
Like I'm sitting there, like I'm like I can understand it, and I'm like And I'm like, why they put it on the musical tip as to why people use it? Like, you gotta
because I liked it because I like the whole symbolism, and I think that
I feel like they on some Illuminati shit when they said that.
Wait. What?
So without, I'm hoping we don't get canceled or anything like that when we
Please.
delve into this.
Please.
But that's kind of what I liked about American Horror Story this season. Like the story was good. Could have been more. Yes.
This is all fiction.
Yeah. First off,
Sci-fi, yeah,
Just-
all that stuff. Like,
just
what
let
could
it
it
play
be?
out.
or
What-
is it? Because like the biggest thing that I liked about this season was the
Don't let
second
community
part 2 of the
blur that
story
line.
where
Like, boop, boop, boop.
no, but you know, like if you've watched American Horror Story, a lot of his shows are based off of urban legends and
Yeah.
symbolism.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why I loved it. So when they did the whole Alien Death Valley part 2 of this season, I loved it because
I want to see that.
it was everything. Like they gave you symbolism about Amelia Earhart.
Mhm.
They gave symbolism about Marilyn Monroe. They gave symbolism about John F. K, Richard
Yeah.
Nixon.
Like, why he got shot?
Why he got shot?
Yeah.
Why Richard Nixon ended up resigning?
Not to go down this
Oh
rabbit
my
hole.
God.
Not to go down this rabbit hole. Not you saying that, like, because I've been watching this show on Discovery Plus called Paranormal Caught on Camera, and
That's literally what American Horror Story did.
because like, bro, like I'm watching it and like I'm watching they got to season 4 and it's a lot of stuff from this year. Like even that, like they had I had this video of a cosmonaut. Those the ones that live on the space station that's out that orbits outside our planet. And on his camera, he caught like 6 lights, like in a circular shape, come out of the atmosphere of our planet, and they only seen the lights, but it curved in an angle like it was flying. Like you can't.
I'll do you one better. You need to watch Death Valley Part 2.
Bro,
You need to watch it.
I'm
It was I like that season more because it was scary because it's like, damn, bitch, this shit really probably could have happened.
That's what I be thinking about the paranormal.
Like the way that they
stuff,
told that
'cause I'm
story, it was ridiculous.
Is
Even
Death Valley also like an alien show?
Death Valley was the name of that part of the
so like
of
the
the
second
season.
half of
the first season was called Red Tide, and I think we talked about that too. But like
Yeah.
Red Tide is an actual
That's
like
the crackhead vampires.
Well, yeah. Oh, I didn't know the season was called Death Valley. I'm like, what are we talking about?
the part one that season was called part 1 was called Red Tide.
Why was it called Death Valley?
The alien one was called Death Valley because desert Area 51.
I get. Oh, okay. But they were They were alive. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but like it was a bad season. If you're like a avid like American Horror
Wow, I
Story
can't believe you
fan,
really
like all right,
think
cool.
that.
Like how many seasons of American Horror Story have you
I
watched?
think if I had to pick, if it's between Slasher, the one prior to that, which was the 1984, yeah.
Oh, I hated that one too. I forgot about that.
I didn't like that one at
Ooh.
all. It just was so typical slasher film. And then Freak Show. No, not Freak Show. Hotel. I did not like Hotel.
I
Lady
did not
Gaga
like...
was playing herself.
I thought that she did a really good job.
Playing herself. Yes, of course she did a good job. Playing herself.
I mean, but it was
Another role.
She was
Another
a character.
role.
She was a character. She was a vampire. She was
Sleep.
a succubus. She was like,
Sucking blood. Another role.
all right. It probably was Love Game extended version.
Exactly. Or Bad Romance deleted scenes.
Remix.
Like it gave that the whole time.
I understand now that you said that.
It wasn't bad though because it was like, yes, everything Lady Gaga had was cold. Her look, her style,
her character, like what they wanted her
cold.
to be, like that was cool for me. Like
I
I'm like, oh my
her.
god,
I appreciate Lady Gaga more in Roanoke when she played the first
that sexy.
What
not
do they call?
sexy,
What do they call him
demon,
in the coven? What
the
do they?
witch?
No,
She wasn't a witch.
the first Supreme. That's what she was.
Y'all
supposed to
still
be
talking
in-
about
in
American
Roanoke.
Horror Stories, right? Okay.
In Roanoke, she was supposed to be the first Supreme.
Educate me.
She's actually the witch.
I ain't seen
Yeah, I
none
know
of
you didn't know
these
that.
I ain't seen none of these.
Why don't I know that?
I don't know. They said that.
Apparently, I don't need to.
Why don't I know? Oh, it's like deleted scenes type of shit. Like
No, she's in there, and they
No,
they've
she's
even.
not.
I swear to God, she's
She
in
is.
Roanoke.
no, not Roanoke.
Oh no, she's not in Coven.
I
She's
think
in
said
Roanoke,
Coven.
though.
I'm like, no,
Oh, no,
she's
she
not in
did.
Coven.
She's in Roanoke because
Every gay has watched Coven.
Oh,
like we
yeah.
all know Coven.
all know
If
Coven.
we don't know one season, it's
so
Coven.
that's why you should know Roanoke with the first Supreme.
I'm so sorry to get Tone is taken back.
Oh no, that's a
I
fact.
can say that.
That's a fact. We can say that every
say
gay.
that.
I guarantee you, if somebody commented it was gay, they would have been like, kudos or something,
Yeah.
agreed
Yeah.
or 100
Covenant
emoji.
and
'Cause it's the
Apocalypse
truth.
are the best seasons
I know
of
nothing.
American Horror Story.
It
I know
is, but for me personally, Roanoke is my favorite.
Roanoke, I appreciate
I love
it because
Roanoke.
it was a different spin on it. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
so sorry.
digress.
I'm so sorry
We
that we went
digress.
into that whole little rabbit hole of American Horror Story because we never talked about it. But yeah, worst season I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Wow.
Worst season. But that's not the anime I've been watching. It's only the first episode that I watched so far, but it's the Mugen Train of the second season of Demon Slayer. I know. You know what? I know.
Hey, it was an
I know.
hour long, right?
I'm not
the
watching
first
the
episode was
movie.
an hour long.
I'm not watching the
what they
movie.
said.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what the dead said. I mean, they posted it.
I forgot they did say that,
posted
but
it on
that's
social,
so
all over
But
social
no,
media. So I didn't. I was checking.
Richard.
But I know, hey, for you guys who don't know, this is a secret right here. If you want to watch the Mugen Train, if you have not seen it, you can go on VRV and go under the Demon Slayer tab and you go over and then you keep clicking. It's like maybe like 4 or 5 tabs over. It's the movie. You will see it at like an hour long. Got that nigga Ron Goku
But
up
to
in the
be
middle.
fair-
So I'm just
Now
saying,
they're
you
gonna
can watch
though,
the movie right there.
I don't know. Well, I'll let you explain. But to be fair, from what I saw in the first episode, is prior to Mugen Train.
Okay, so then you can watch the first episode and then go watch Mugen Train. So you
Yeah,
can be
the
up to
first
date.
episode. I think that's why it was an hour long.
Don't worry.
because it's everything prior.
We
to
probably not gonna react to it until they get past the little Mugen Train
Oh, yeah.
part because everybody's seen that. That's been out for some months right now. But you can watch it a little. I don't
What?
think the anime is gonna go all the way into the Mugen Train. I think they might like skip it a little bit because
No,
they
I
already
think
dropped
that
the movie.
I think that they everybody don't understand. This is fan service.
I mean, yeah,
Demon
it's
Slayer's fan service.
Can I just continue real quick?
I'm sorry,
All
go
right,
ahead.
because the thing is, most people like myself, I thought when they released it on Hulu that it was just the movie. It's not the movie. There's a 7-part season going on right now.
you know it's
Wait,
7
they
parts?
dropped it on Hulu now?
It's on Hulu right now.
On what?
Like
I
all
Uh,
7 parts, or just like
The
wait,
first 2 episodes are.
how do you know it's 7 parts?
Because I looked it up on the internet because I'm like, why
Oh,
am
well,
I
that's
season?
okay then.
I looked it up on the internet and it's
I
like
could
there's
handle that.
7
Wait.
episodes that are pertaining to the Mugen Train. And I believe from what I saw at the first episode, you're going back into the Hashia's, the Flame Hashia's
History?
his history and stuff like
Okay,
that.
yeah.
And you're starting to get his perspective on like what the fuck happened on this train.
Mhm.
It's not in the manga.
Yeah, I was.
These things
It's
are
actually
not.
not.
It's not in
I
the
was
manga.
just thinking about that. It's
and
not.
so
in the manga.
when they did the preview of like
Wait,
the,
what you mean? Because
Hold on,
I
hold on.
thought I read that.
hold on real quick.
Go ahead.
When they did the preview of a preview of Demon Slayer going on right now, where they're talking about the whole franchise and what they did, what's happening, and where it's about to go with season 2. What they first did was explain to you on a timeline like scale with season 1.
Could you backtrack for a second?
What's up?
Okay. So wait. You saying that like on the little season they put out like the episode that whatever you talking about right now, saying like what they doing with the season or like
No, that's just what he read.
okay. Oh, you got the internet, right? Okay, I was confused.
The
I'm
information.
confused with the question.
No, like the
Basically,
information.
He's basically trying to figure out the information that you're giving us.
Okay,
Was
so
it
like
on
the reason
episode
why I
or what
found
is
out that
written?
it wasn't just another like just the movie itself was because that I looked it up on the Demon Slayer website where they're putting out a 7-part series,
Okay.
a 7-episode series, like a sub series.
Okay. Pertaining
From
to the movie.
pertaining to the Mugen
Okay,
Train,
okay.
but also mostly pertaining to the Flame Hashia.
Okay.
So what they did in the preview was to explain that in like a visual way. They did a timeline with the first season, and then they did a timeline with the second season, which was the Mugen Train movie.
Mhm.
They showed you previews of the real second season that's about to come out
Mhm.
Okay.
because we're calling that season 2, I
Yeah.
guess. And then they
Let's
went
call
back.
that season 2, part 2.
So yeah, basically. So you're seeing season 1 in a timeline, season 2 Mugen Train as a timeline,
season
part 1,
season 2, part 1.
part 1, and then you're seeing season 2, part 2 in another timeline. Then they take you back right here at the bottom of season 2, explain that this is the same timeline But this is a different perspective, and this is a 7-part episode. It's premiering right now on Hulu. 2 episodes are out right now. I've only watched the first one, but I think people who really like Demon Slayer should know that, because I had to like look it up because I really discarded it when I saw it. I'm like, why the fuck are they putting this as a season 2? It's not season 2. It's not the Mugen Train movie.
I wonder.
It's a season 2.1.
Yeah, like season 2.8 or something.
That's exactly what they did in the preview.
Shit.
They did like some Kingdom Hearts shit with the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I understand that because of Kingdom Hearts, but
But
they
good at that
did.
shit.
But
But I'm interested to see, knowing we all read the manga, so knowing how it ends,
All three of
knowing
us finished
Flame,
You finished it?
he finished it.
Oh my goodness.
I have them all in my house. I'm an avid.
Oh,
knowing
you got
the
the
Flame,
bookies?
It's my favorite anime.
You got the
I
bookies?
got some bookies.
knowing the Flame, knowing the Flame pillar, because that's what
Yeah,
they
that's
call
what
it
they
in
call them,
English,
pillars.
pillar. Knowing the Flame pillar is gone for the most part. It's interesting to see how, especially with this 7-part arc, let's call it that, how they're going to like fit him into this, because even when he dies, you don't even necessarily see anything about the Flame pillar at all. You see his dad like make an appearance because his son died, but he don't come and fight.
They're capitalizing off of the Hashira. From what I'm seeing in the first episode and the preview of the second episode, you're seeing all of his experiences. So there's a little bit of stuff that you saw in the manga about his upbringing, everything like that. That's still true, but you're seeing his experiences throughout the demon. What's their core called? Like their squad or whatever.
The Demon Slayers?
Is it called the Demon Slayers? I thought it was something else, like on top of that.
Or the Hashiras?
The Hashiramas.
The Hashiras, yeah.
But that's what we say. Like the Hashiramas is the pillars is an English way.
Okay.
Name
I'm like, is
for
it the Demon
Hashiramas.
Slayers or is it the Hashiramas?
The Hashiramas.
Wait.
Hashiramas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I want to get the language together.
I got to clear something up. So like,
Okay.
Okay, now y'all saying that like they're going into the background, like the Flame Hashira. Like I know in the manga they did that though. Like in the manga when they was talking about,
They talked about his background. They didn't talk about at the first episode that they showed. They didn't talk about that in the manga.
Okay, wait.
Like, because it's literally
they had Tanjiro going up to his dad talking to him.
That's not the part, bro.
No, I'm talking about in this season. They're talking about like, not only are they talking about his upbringing, but they're also talking about
From his perspective, why he even caught the train in the first place.
Oh,
yes, up
okay,
until that point.
So they switching.
That's what this season is about.
Yeah.
I know, because like when y'all was saying it, like I was sitting there, like I know in the manga, like they went and talked to him, and because he had told like Tanjiro and stuff, like somebody had told Tanjiro like the Flame Hashira would probably be the best guess about
for his sun breathing.
So like, and I know like they went to the whole backstory. About,
that's what I was saying. Like that's the only other time
so,
outside the Flame Pillar being like mentioned in his family.
That's the only other time that he is.
But it's literally like that first episode was literally like before the Mugen Train.
Okay, exactly, and the thing is
that's separate from him learning about like the sun.
It has nothing to do with none of that.
You're seeing
they hadn't even got to that point yet.
Okay, so
like you're seeing his upbringing, and then when he's in the Demon Slayer course, his experience in that, like he gets his own little show from what I'm seeing.
So the manga doing what I thought they was, or the anime doing what I thought they was gonna do.
Sound
fan service. The anime,
they definitely fan service.
The anime doing what I thought they was gonna do, because
that's like, okay. You capitalizing off of it.
Oh yeah,
you
for
already
sure.
Got a good story.
Oh, nothing wrong with it, but they gonna make some money off of this.
Think about it. Everybody was mad at them for the last chapter. Like the community shitted on the creator for making a chapter like that and making it end so quick. So he like how he's switching to different perspectives and giving us more lore and shit like that. I feel like on the low, like it's possible.
If it's popping,
it's possible
he's going to come back.
Change the ending,
or he might come back. There's
like,
would you be mad if he changed the ending?
I would. I would rather you continue it on. Don't change the ending. Just continue it on. There's so much.
How
you wanted to continue on the way
right away. As soon as I read it, the first thing I thought about before he ended, I was like, bro, you could have literally took Mugen and brought him back through somebody else, through another generation. How not? How not?
Okay, look. Now, if you think about it, when they showed them last couple chapters, no demon got reincarnated. The only demon that was still alive was the one that they did not kill. That was with that doctor lady.
All I'm saying is they could have the same, or even this. Scratch all that. The chapter. Wait, hold on. The chapter where right when they killed Mugen, Muzan, and he went into Tanjiro's body. They could have switched it up where now they should have left him in there.
That's what I'm saying.
And had his
That's
sister,
how I want them to
and had
switch
his
it.
sister fight or like trying to like fight him at the last battle or some shit, because we didn't even see her do shit.
Like I
she
feel
didn't do shit.
Like this, how I feel like they would go, because like
it was
like,
so lackluster.
Some people are like very helpless in that series.
It would be
Yes.
crazy. It'd be crazy because that'd be another instance, you know, where, because this is our topic, where the hero turned into a villain.
Absolutely.
And then, but like I don't think, because it's Tanjiro, and like out of every anime protagonist I have ever seen from the start to finish of the show, he has been the smartest protagonist for an anime I have ever watched.
No, he has.
I think he's just been like the most enduring.
But if you remember, his smarts is not what got him out of that situation with Muzan. It was his willpower.
I was about to say his endurance for pain and like just getting through that shit.
When
like,
he did not have no powers, bro, and he was fighting what is his name? Ganyu, the first water pillar, bro, of the water.
No, we're not discrediting that. All I'm saying is like that. What you're saying is valid. What I'm saying is like. But his smarts didn't have an impact at that when he had to persevere. He persevered through that. His smarts didn't help him through that.
He did persevere. But like, as you can see,
they should have had Muzan take over. Like, I'm taking over your body, and you'll never get away from me. And then have him like run off into the distance somewhere to get away.
If it wasn't for
to hone his power. Let his sister hone her power too. Let these new pillars, come in and help her, because they already know what they went through. You know what I'm saying? They could have extended the story so much, but you gave us generational backstories that we didn't even give us.
I think if they switched
for real.
the story, I think if he did switch the story to the part where Tanjiro like actually became like, you know, the new Demon King who can walk around in the sun, like
oh my god,
I think it would be more so.
I
think it'd be more so like when he's learning like how to control his demon form, he might create a couple demons, and like they're going to be OP because he created them by accident and not knowing like what the fuck he doing until he learned to control that shit. Then it's probably gonna be like some little Naruto shit, and he gonna like probably fully erase Muzan, because Muzan gonna be evil. And Tanjiro like willpower. Tanjiro's soul.
I don't want that.
Y'all saw in the Mugen Train, bro, when they went into Tanjiro's soul, he was the only one. He had the common soul, bro. It was a complete plane of water with a sun. They say he was the warmest thing that they ever seen. Like, he had the most pure soul throughout all the Demon Slayer.
Tanjiro?
So yeah, Tanjiro.
No, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. It was on the Mugen Train when they went into their dreams. So
that was a foreshadow.
So I'm saying like, if he did go down that path, I feel like it'd probably be like the first arc, Tanjiro running away, trying to get himself together, trying to get his shit right.
The only way that would happen, it won't be. I get what you're saying, the whole Naruto thing, but it won't be like Naruto, because instead of him befriending him, he's gonna, if anything, try to befriend Muzan to outsmart him to get him out of his body.
I don't even think he would befriend Muzan, because at the end, like,
I'm saying like befriend him to again, if he's smart, like you say he is, and the only way that you're going to be able to handle somebody that's in your body that really has a malicious intent towards you, you have to be their friend until you can find a loophole to get them out your body. Or
you remember in the last chapter when Muzan was like trying to take over, where Muzan was like put his consciousness in him, and like he had his people fighting. Like, that's why I feel like Tanjiro would like he's a demon now, he can't do shit. Like they helped him change himself back. So like at that point he's a demon, but I feel like he would like take over like completely and like erase Muzan and like do it what he wants to do, because like that's just how strong his willpower is and how pure his soul is.
So you're basically saying that like he basically would undergo an evil power that was in origin. Like, it was an evil power,
but change it,
and it's actually being like a
I don't like
variable
because you got to think about it. They do like at the end of the chapters, like they do have a good demon.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying that I'm not saying who, I'm saying they do have a good demon. So they showing that it's not like impossible for a demon to be good.
But it's also, if that's the case, not impossible for Muzan to come back either.
Exactly.
Well, we'll go into that. We'll talk about all that on another episode.
Probably in a couple of years, because that shit's not coming out.
It's not coming out.
No time.
When we get an update on what they're gonna do with Demon Slayer, we'll let you know. But these are all theories at this point, which brings us into our main topic of the night. anti-heroes and heroes turned villains.
We couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah.
He missed
Hey,
it.
yeah.
The moment.
He missed it.
It's a little awkward.
I had to get it.
We're still learning about these sounds. No, so
I love it.
this topic, anti-heroes and heroes turn villains, we are all going to name our top 3 anti-heroes and top 3 heroes turned villains.
We gotta do them one. Like
That's 6
we gotta do
people.
them.
I ain't got
separate,
6 people.
Yeah, they're going to be separate.
though.
So
They separate.
we're going to do
Okay.
anti-heroes first.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll start. Mine are pretty simple. I have on the get up, but excuse the mask. My first one right away is Sasuke. Right away.
Damn it.
Right away.
Okay. All right.
Second
I
one.
remember mine.
I mean, it's self-explanatory. I don't even need to go into, if you've watched Naruto, you know.
Okay.
Second one would be Light from Death Note.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
That's a good one.
I
Fuck.
can't stand him, but he is definitely an
You're taking
anti-hero.
all of them. He shouldn't go first.
And okay, so this is my thing. I be feeling like a lot of the Naruto characters are anti-heroes. A lot of them.
Oh yeah, it's
A
a
lot of them.
It's
a
Majority
few
of the
bad boys.
Akatsuki is anti-heroes. Majority.
No, they're just
No.
evil.
I'm lying. I'm sorry.
They're just evil.
I'm sorry. The majority of the enemies. Not even. Because I feel like Orochimaru is an anti-hero.
Of course.
I feel like
He the first implication of hero. turned villain.
Obito, definitely. That's actually my third choice. Obito is my third
That's what I
choice.
thought you was going to say. He was like, I'm wearing his.
Honestly,
I had to
I'm
do
like,
Sasuke.
Honestly, you should have put him on your second list. You should have been. He was better on your second list.
No,
Too late?
I got him. I got 3 already for my
All right,
second
all
list,
right,
but
okay.
I had to put Obito there
You gotta put him
because,
somewhere.
like, I guess from his grow up, I don't consider. Yes, because he was in a ninja clan and the missions that he went to will make him heroic. But when I think hero, I think like main character hero, like save the world, not like
Like
even by
sub-hero.
definition, even though by definition what you're saying is true. What you're saying is true. But for me, that doesn't correlate for me. Like I see Sasuke more so of that because he's had more of an impact on the world than Obito to me.
Okay.
Obito was kind of running the mill. Oh, I'm going to be the next, just like anybody else, and smash a rock, hit your face, and now you didn't change into this anti-hero.
Into
Like,
that nigga.
into
That's
that
what he
nigga, like-
changed it to. He changed
This
it to
nigga
that
threw a
nigga.
rock at me.
I seen him. I'm gonna let you go into your top 3, but I had to talk to you about this gift that I saw. It was literally Obito laid on the ground with like how he had the rock on his head, on his face, but it was literally the rock laying on top of him.
They be
You had
doing
to
they
see
be
it. The
doing
shit was
Naruto
hilarious,
shit
bro.
dirty.
Hey, bro.
Like they really
Bro,
be doing
like,
Naruto
like
shit dirty.
Sakura and Konohamaru, bro, they be getting trash.
I don't think
Don't even get
anything
me
about
started.
Sakura is dirty at all.
They
I
call
Don't
think
it.
it's
even
very
get me
just. And I think it
started.
makes a lot of
Hey,
sense.
like they like ain't gonna lie, the creator made Konohamaru to replace Sakura because he said he trying to buff the new generation, like stop talking about the old one. So Konohamaru is trash.
Konohamaru was trash.
It's Konotrashu. No, his name Trashahamaru. That's what they call him. That's what they call him in the community.
It's a stretch,
They call
but
him
it works.
Trashahamaru. Like, hey, I'm just saying.
What's your top 3
My
anti-heroes?
top 3. All right, so look, staying on a Naruto tip. I'm going with that bad boy Itachi.
That was my next one too.
Hey, okay, like some people might think he more so a villain, but to be fair,
He's definitely
he technically never betrayed who he was working for because he was on the Ambu team in the Leaf Village, so he was
Mhm.
working for the Leaf Village, and then he found out that the Uchihas was gonna do a rebellion. Yeah, he might have got manipulated by Madara, but still, he still had his own like Mangekyo Sharingan and shit like that. So he was fixing like he figured like it out, but he still dealt with it to also make Sasuke stronger and give him a reason to actually get stronger. Like he made Sasuke become the antagonist, like the second protagonist type shit, because like he gave him a reason, like he didn't know why his brother.
because
decided
I'm
to
glad you
kill
said
his
second
whole family.
protagonist and not antagonist because
Yeah,
you have to look at Sasuke regardless of the story, like how you look at Asta.
Yeah. So
You have to look at them like that.
Yeah.
So like
Everybody has a Sasuke.
So he was
Everybody has one.
So he made him like strive to get stronger so he could actually fight his brother and get the real answers. And that's why when he figured it out at the end or in the middle of Shippuden right before the war, he said he would wanted to destroy Konoha because those was the people that made his brother go kill clan. Like, so it get deep. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I felt like Naruto Shippuden, they went real deep on the backstories.
I was
Who's
very
your
excited when Shippuden came about because I was
Man.
very excited about Naruto. I was like, what, 6 or 7 when it came out,
Mhm.
and they stopped it for some reason. Then Shippuden came out of nowhere. I'm like, oh,
It was literally, people don't understand that though. Like,
they're 16.
it was
now.
time. The timing was right even for
Okay.
for the show, because it was a 2-year span. Like, literally, I remember that shit. It was a 2-year span between Naruto and Shippuden, and in the story, it was a 2-year span.
That's how I want anime to
That's
be,
literally how
bro.
it
Like,
was.
let these niggas
Like, let me grow up with
bro.
that shit.
Yeah.
Like in real time.
Like on
In
me,
real, it was literally
like,
in real
in real
time.
because like
yeah.
we watched these niggas go from like 8 to 10 to 16 to 20, and
It-
now these
it's-
niggas are 30. Like I'm saying, like we need anime to do that more. Like, I don't want to see the same nigga like 12
but
for
now,
like 3 years, bro. Like, come on, man.
no, One Piece.
No,
That
One
man
Piece
didn't grow
been
up.
doing it.
That's what I'm saying. One Piece been doing it.
Like,
That man
Boruto
didn't
the
grow
last-
up. That
Boruto the
man
last
didn't
time.
grow up. But that's what I was gonna say about One Piece. Like, I really wish that I would have followed it back then, because
Yeah.
now I see,
Yeah.
watching it now. Now I see how people really feel about growing up with One Piece,
Yeah, no
because
cap.
it's where
Like-
I'm at now. But
Like
yeah,
Naruto is like our newest like iteration of anime, actually like letting their characters age and actually giving them children and making them become the new protagonists of the show. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of
Nobody
like
else is doing that.
Like, a lot of people
it would have
be
been
mad.
Bleach if they didn't take that
like, a lot-
goddamn
It would
step.
have been
Yeah,
who?
a lot of people be mad at
Bleach.
the
It would have been Bleach if they didn't stop.
Well, that's what Bleach finna do. Bleach gonna be our next iteration.
Yeah.
of it. But
I'm
like,
ready for it. I'm
It's
ready
just
for
a big,
Bleach.
huge
Yeah.
gap between that though.
Yeah,
but
I
so-
can't not see it because of Richard's story. Like,
a lot
it's
of
just
people mad at the author because like he downplaying the older cast. No cap, I'd be kind of mad because like they was like
well, we
just
all know.
they was just doing them bogus.
They
for
did
real.
them bogus. It was
But
like
he said,
swipe.
but he said that like he wants the new cast to be like what they need to fight these intergalactic beings. Cause like, why we like y'all like 50 now. Y'all kids finna be like
You all
Shippuden
washed up.
finna happen in like probably like more like 20 more episodes, bro.
Because it could literally be what you said about
Yeah.
Naruto. Like, after he lost his chakra from the Nine Tails, he could have powered up that stage, and and it'd have been a wrap. But like you said, it's exactly what you said. And then I'm glad that they're making it where they're not saying it blatantly like that, but it's like, okay, these characters in themselves know that they're old.
And then you know, to be fair, like the author like a couple weeks ago, he also put out another iteration where he had put a clip of them talking about like people jutsus and being embedded in them, and they said like, after you produce that jutsu one time, the chakra is always in your body, so you can always use it.
So whatever the first whatever the first jutsu
Yeah.
you are able to actually do.
I mean, we see it with him using the shadow clone
But
jutsu all the time.
Look. A lot of people be saying like Naruto and Sasuke can't do what they did in the war.
Yes, I know that we know that they can.
I just gotta let y'all know that, you know, like this is very factual. You can Google it. I don't care. Go look it up. They literally show and say that like the chakra is in the manga too. Like, it's an old little clip, but the author decided to post it when people kept asking about it. Like, if you have that chakra in you, you can always use it. Like, as you can see in Boruto, Naruto, if Naruto couldn't do what he did from the Great War, he wouldn't have used the giant magma Rasengan Shuriken on Ishiki on Jigen when they first fought him. That's a move he used in the Great War.
Yeah.
Just because he don't use the orbs is just because they're nerfing him, bro. If Naruto and Sasuke had all of the abilities they had in the war, like they would just keep buffing them. That
And
would be,
then it's
they
just
don't
the
want to be
chakra- and then
another
it's the
Dragon Ball Z,
chakra-
bro.
It's
Like,
the
that's it.
chakra amount too. You
Yeah.
know, like, just because, yes, they can do that, but like your
Like you
chakra
said.
matters up just as much.
Like
Like,
you
you
said,
can't use Sage Mode the way the
going
massiveness
crazy.
that you can use it.
You going crazy.
If you're gone, if your Nine Tails chakra is gone
And-
all the way, that helps sustain that.
And then what he's saying is also tying into the lore of Naruto, because as you can know, Naruto goes by bloodlines.
Mhm.
So Naruto and Sasuke was the descendants of Indra and
And
Ashura,
Ashura.
and those were the sons of the Sage of Sixth Path, who was the son of Kaguya, who came from the Otsutsuki clan. So that whole little iteration right there, you think about it, Sasuke, the reincarnation Indra, had daughter was Sakura, who has Senju and has the 1,000 healing. So Sakura also, not Sakura, but Sarada could use 1,000 healing, Mangekyo Sharingan, and a Sensuno. And they already talking about because her not making her Mangekyo out of hate, because she was asking how to
It's
get
not
it.
love.
And
Yeah.
Sasuke wanted to teach her a different way.
Yep.
So
She's
she
the
is going
first
like
one.
she's gonna be the first one to learn how to make her Mangekyo out of love, and that's gonna be the most
On
pure
top
eye.
of everything else
Yeah,
that she
on
got.
top of everything
But-
else.
So they're
she got.
basically making
Then-
intergalactic kids.
Yes, and
Yeah.
then
Okay.
and then on Naruto's side, you got the Uzumaki, who has the longest lifespan, who got the longest chakra reserves
only thing-
throughout the
Not to
throughout
cut
the
you off,
nation.
because we do got to go into your next
Okay, yeah, I
what's
do
called.
got my
But
next one.
everything that you're saying is true, but the only downfall that I feel Sarada is going to have outside of Kawaki and Boruto is the massive amount of chakra that they're going
Yeah.
to have. She's going to have to like
I think it would be
train her
okay
ass
because
off.
I think it would be okay because of Sakura. Sakura out of Team 7, Naruto might have had maxed out chakra reserves because of the Nine-Tailed Fox, but she always had the best chakra control, and she also did have a lot of chakra reserves. Sasuke was the one who always kept running out of chakra. So like when they was
because of the
training,
output.
yeah,
I mean,
they was
I feel
training-
like chakra control and the output
yeah.
have something to do with it, but it doesn't correlate because you can have the control, but if your output
That's
is
why
not
she
as
would have
strong,
1,000 healing. Her chakra and her health would keep replenishing while she's using that shit.
See, I'm saying like
So
they make an
it would-
OP.
It will buff
kids
her. And
right
then
now.
with Naruto, you know, you got the Hyuga. They got the other iteration of the Sharingan, because that also came from Indra, but that came from his descendant. I forgot the name of the Ushiki that was living on the moon, but that's another
Oh,
eye
yeah, I
form.
know
All
what
you
you're
know,
talking about.
all eye forms in Naruto came from Indra. So now Boruto got the Jogan, which is the pure eye. That's what the Otsutsuki have. That's the eye that the Otsutsuki god had that they showed in the chapter. That dude with all them eyes around his face with the crown. Yeah, that's
I
what
got
they
a question
showed.
I need to ask you, but we gotta go into your
Alright,
next
okay.
one. But I got a
Like-
question about that the Jogan eye
Okay.
that I gotta ask you. Don't let me forget this.
All right, you can
'Cause
probably
I gotta
ask
ask
me
you
now because it's only us. We got.
I
plenty
know.
of
I just want to get past this before we.
Alright, fair
I want
enough.
everybody to get through this in our
Wait,
actual
what time
time.
So-
is it?
It's
we 53 minutes.
yeah,
in.
we 50 minutes. We
So-
got about a little over
for my-
30.
For my second one, I ain't gonna lie, I got that boy Scar from Full Metal.
Wow.
No! Oh my fucking god, no! That was the one I had. That's my shit.
This nigga is whispering like they don't see him on TV.
Hey, that's the.
I'm gonna say something about Scar
Say
because
what you
he knows
say-
something about Creed.
say what you
Okay,
want.
I got you. Look, I will let him have that. I'm gonna switch to Greed from
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Elaborate a little bit.
Yeah, I
Okay,
like that one.
Okay,
yeah.
so Greed, you know, I forgot the name of the host that he took over, but after he got beat by what the fuck
He's
are their names?
anti-villain.
The brothers. Yeah. After
Yeah.
after he got beat, he took another
Oh
host.
yeah,
He took
that's
another
right.
host, and that host that he took
Because
was
he
their
helped them
friend.
fight at the end as well.
Yeah, that host that
I
they took
forgot
was
about
his
Greed
that.
from
friend.
Full Metal Alchemist
Yeah.
Brotherhood, guys.
Yeah, he was still Greed, and yes, he turned like the host he took was a good person, and he turned into a homunculus, which automatically made him an anti-hero, because homunculus and Full Metal Alchemist are
Are all
portrayed as
evil.
the devil.
Yes,
Like they are incarnations of the demons that the devil has.
that's what the
spawned.
seven deadly sins
Yeah.
are, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's literally the 7 deadly sins that you see on the 7 deadly sins. Not to that extent, but anyway, I digress. So
That's a good one. That's
So
a really
he-
good
That is a
one.
good one.
So like yeah, he took over him, and then like as you can see it as it going on in Brotherhood, like they was having a battle of like how he didn't want to like go around killing people, but like he had to give in to Greed, so Greed didn't die, because Greed was also supplying him with extra power,
Mhm.
so he could fight these unimaginable forces and not die, because you know Greed had that super thick ass skin and could like damn near cut through anything.
Mhm.
So you know, at the end, they helped him fight Father and shit like that, and then Greed sacrificed himself to save his host, who was also the twins' friend or the brothers' friends and
Yeah,
shit like that.
yeah.
So that's why I feel like he is
That's a
a
good
great
one, though.
anti-hero. So
I really like that one.
Who's your third one?
my third one, I'm not gonna cap.
This is your best one.
This is my best one.
Okay.
This nigga go crazy, and like you can like deny like some people might say he's a villain, but like throughout the start of the show, like he's always worked for the good, but he does it in like Batman times 80,000. You remember when Batman had a gun when he first came out? Yeah, y'all remember when Batman had a gun when he first came out and he was just out here popping niggas and not caring because the Joker popped his parents, so he was like, I'm on that, no crime in my city. That's when Batman was the man. But this man got superpowers.
That's when Batman was the man.
This man got superpowers and on a whole nother level. So I'm gonna just say it. It's that boy Alucard from Hellsing.
I knew it.
That boy Alucard from Hellsing.
I knew it. If you wasn't gonna pick him, I thought you was gonna pick what's his name from Code Geass.
Hey, that was he was also on my list because he had a mental breakdown about trying to be good or bad, and he was stuck in the middle. But Alucard, out of all of the shits I seen, I could have put him in as a villain, but he just also does too much good shit in the middle of the pure evil shit that he does because in Hellsing, Alucard is way different than he is from in Castlevania. This man got evolutions like Goku. He could bring
seriously.
One of his forms, bro. I think it's his third or fourth form.
Have you ever seen Hellsing?
I have not.
You can watch it on Hulu.
I'm a big fan of Castlevania.
You can watch it on Hulu.
It's an older anime, but it's still legit.
And
I tried to watch Hellsing. I think I watched the first 2 episodes. There was so much shit going on,
bro.
There's so much shit.
It's a lot of shit happening.
It's a lot of shit, and
it's also different arcs in Hellsing too. So you might have started on the second arc instead of the first one.
The anime itself has so much shit going on to the point where I was just like, I can't watch this. I'm watching this.
It was like Attack on Titan before Attack on Titan.
Oh my god!
So
much information.
Blood?
Yeah, blood.
They talk so much.
Blood. Yeah,
blood.
I love
girl.
Blood. Wait, you talking about Blood and Blood C?
I'm talking about Blood, but I like Blood.
Hey, Blood C was crazy.
Blood C was the shit.
Hey, you can find all of these on Hulu.
Blood C is actually on Netflix.
All
I
of
think
these
specifically.
It was on Hulu first.
Yeah,
it was on Hulu. Yes.
Yeah,
I thought it was on Netflix specifically first.
I watched it on. I watched Blood on Hulu first.
Yeah, I do get them mixed up. I could be wrong.
You can find Blood Lad. You can find Blood Seed.
All the Bloods.
You can
not the Crip.
Okay, but look, let me get back to
follow
Hellsing.
us.
Let me get back to Hellsing. So now how they portray Alucard in this one. He, how in Castlevania Alucard was the son of Dracula, and Dracula was
he was a shapeshifter.
No, not even a shapeshifter. He was the vessel for death's destruction. But in Hellsing, Alucard is basically the spawn of the devil, his direct son. So his fourth ability, he was saving the town or whoever the fuck he was fighting. He was saving somebody. He's trying to stop the bad guy, the actual real bad guy who want to take over the world. But this nigga got an ability where he opens up hell's gates and every dead soul on some Yamamoto shit.
I was gonna say very necromancer,
bro. Literally pure necromancer, and he's in invulnerable type shit. He can eat everything you got, bro. Bro, it's crazy.
Alucard in Hellsing is
he's
OP in his right for his universe.
And the reason why he's an anti-hero is because yes, he might fight for the good, but if you are a civilian and you're in his way, too bad. I'm just saying, you better run when you see him fighting.
Oh my god, getting groceries.
If you just standing there watching, oh, they're flying, and then he just decide to shoot some type of hellfire with a bunch of souls right there.
He does not care about casualties.
Oh no,
and hey,
that's not okay.
Because you got to think about it. He in one of his little fights, they be swinging their swords and they're slicing.
But and then on top of that too, that's the whole definition of an anti-hero. Even though they have their good
vigilantes,
just justification of what they're doing. Anybody else in the way is hearsay.
At the end of the day, he's still maybe he'd be a half vampire, but he's still a vampire. Yeah. He's killing vampires, but he don't try to kill humans. But if you in the way and he can kill his target, what's one human to the billions that this man could kill? So you shit out of luck, buddy. That's what he's saying. You just better run at that point.
What is your 3?
I got 2.
Two?
You guys.
Come on, man.
Are you mad because he took your one?
No,
or is that still included?
Literally, that was my one for my hero.
You still got 3.
My villain that went good. That was my.
So you only have 1 and 1.
No, I got that one, and then I got because I've been watching Titans.
Okay.
Wait, Titans what?
DC
Like
Titans.
DC Titans on
DC
HBO Max.
Titans. Oh,
Yeah. I'm not done. I got 2 more episodes left. Please.
Hey, look! Don't say nothing about the ending because
you
I
niggas
have not
actually
seen,
Gun
I
specifically.
have not seen it.
Gun specifically kept on talking about. I'm like, all right, because I was already watching 2 seasons of it. I'm like, I just stopped watching it because I basically was just like, I'm gonna stop watching until season 3 come out. Season 3 came out during COVID. I was watching everything else I ever wanted to watch ever. So Girlfriends came out and all that shit. But I had no time to watch fucking season 3 of Titans.
Yeah, Girlfriends over Titans
hey,
for sure.
Niggas.
My niggas.
Oh, funny
But
as hell.
no, so I'm starting to watch Titans. I finished season 3 and I'm on season 4, probably like half, a little bit over halfway through. I got 2 more episodes left. It got so good. It got so good because I thought season 1 was just about or the whole season was about to be about Raven. Love Raven as a character, but this one,
Yeah, I remember watching.
She
season
literally
one.
could have went to hell. And I wouldn't even fucking care.
Yeah, they
Like,
overwashed her
Okay,
ass.
I have a
in
question.
season 1.
She's
I have
so
a question.
problematic.
So, how do y'all feel about them making Starfire African American?
Hold on. Hold that question. Hold that question. Hold that question. Hold that
Like,
question.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first seen it,
She's
like,
orange. She could have been anybody.
I mean,
But
okay, but
white.
like,
I'm sorry.
like, I mean, I understand it, but like, I'm not gonna lie. when
Do
I
we have a
first-
problem with it?
I
mean-
don't have, no. I didn't necessarily like. I don't necessarily have a problem with it, but like when I first watched it,
The orangest nigga here.
Wow.
Look, no, listen.
Very Trump about the situation.
Listen, when I first watched it,
Oh,
like,
hold on, Land.
like I felt like they was trying too hard to get to the demographic. So no. I'm saying like
No, I agree because
saying-
I don't think that she should have been the one personally.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think like she
That's
should
just
have
me,
been the
though.
one that actually
SZA
like,
would have
because,
been
like,
a better.
If you think about it, like,
SZA would have
like,
been a better
some
Starfire.
look
like
SZA.
some characters. Okay, yeah, and I really didn't like her. As
Yeah,
the
I didn't like
Starfighter.
her as a
That's what I'm
Starfire.
saying. That was another thing. That was another thing that kicked me off. It wasn't necessarily that. Like I got like
You'll grow to
basically-
like her,
basically
though.
Through the basically,
You'll grow to like
I'm
her.
basically like almost done with the first season. I'm not
No.
gonna try.
You gotta wait till season 3.
Okay.
You got season 3.
You're gonna like her and my nigga Blackfire.
Blackfire
yeah.
don't fucking play. I love her sister.
Hey,
She's like,
okay,
bitch.
like I'm glad that they brought Blackfire in there because that was like my
She
favorite.
black,
That was like
we
one of my
black,
favorite
black.
people in there.
Bro, me and my guys watch Titan and most of the show, we like, hey bro, are you fucking Blackfire or Starfire?
I'm still Starfire.
Hey,
I'm still Starfire.
I'm just no like that was
So the
my-
poll is: are you fucking Blackfire or Starfire?
Are you Blackfire
Put your
or
post
Starfire?
in the comments.
I'm Star
yeah,
personally.
you
I'm
comment
watching
and let
it.
us know
I'm on
because
season.
I don't know.
I'm on season 4, episode I think 7, and yeah, I'm a little bit
When the
behind.
seasons go to 13.
I already knew I was behind. I already
Oh.
knew. But thing is, I'm telling people who are like me who watched it from the first, because I'm the type of
I'm
person
probably
where
just gonna restart it, bro,
my
so
problem
I can
is
catch up
I'll
on it.
watch a first season of something when it first come out, and then they'll take a break for a year or two, and I get disinterested. And I'll probably watch the second season. Maybe I'll watch the third. And that's exactly what the fuck happened with Titans. So that's what I did. So, because Titans been out since 2016,
Mhm.
it's 2021. They
It's
got
been
4
out
seasons.
for a minute.
It's been out for a minute. They took some breaks, so I took a break too.
I've been
So
slacking. though.
So
that's how I feel about it. So if I'm late, I'm late because y'all was late too.
Yeah.
Because it was just on DC for a while too. It was just on a DC app,
That was another reason why I wasn't watching it because it was on the DC app.
and it wasn't shit because I only watched Titans because everything else I could have watched
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
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 Anyway,
Didn't wanna
not
see
talk
all that
shit,
shit.
but because I love DC and I love Marvel, all of them. I'm not feeling Doom Patrol at all. But that was my what was that? My
Your anti-hero.
my anti-hero. That's my anti-hero.
The whole show is
The whole
anti.
show?
Your whole show.
No.
You didn't pick no person.
Oh, I
from-
sure didn't. I'm so.
Who out of the Titans is their
All
anti-hero?
right. So the reason why I even said Titans was because we went to Deadpool. I'm so sorry. Deathstroke's story. this man was basically, and only because I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, he was treated the same way that Wrath was treated.
Yeah.
He was the winning ticket of a experiment that went good, and he basically did the opposite of what Bradley did in Brotherhood. He cut these niggas down. He did not wait until anybody else was saying like, oh, you should, think about it. No, he thought about it and cut these niggas down. He made a life out of that.
Yeah.
He had a daughter who also, trained under him, and she was traumatized. She got a whole eye missing just like him and shit. Like, watch the show. But at the same time, I empathize with this nigga because he oppressed his oppressors. And I love that about him. I hate him as a person, everything that he does and everything like. But that if I could think about one thing about him, is that you completely was like, fuck you niggas. Y'all gave me all this power and you thought I was gonna like be controlled by you. Ha ha ha. I'm about to kill y'all. And he killed everybody, anybody, and for money. Hitman. Like he was great. He was great. So
only a black man will find oppression making you anti-hero.
Which
why
he
you
said,
think Will
all right,
Smith
all right.
played him in
I love the fact
Suicide
that
Squad.
I love the fact that Tone said that. I love the fact that Tone.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
right. That's right. That's
Yes,
right.
he
That's
did.
right. That's right.
Yep. Still nigga.
Yes.
That's I'm glad that Tone said that because what did you say again, Tone? What'd you say? God damn it, I did too.
Shaking my head.
But he
Shaking
said
my
something
head.
about me liking the fact that whatever
Black man.
whatever Deathstroke went through, because he's a white person, that whatever he went through somehow got interchanged to me being a black man going through oppression of myself. Whatever.
Yikes.
So, but I'm glad he
Yikes.
said it because it was a piggyback into the reason why I chose Scar, a Brotherhood from Full Metal Alchemist. Though we all know why they use the whole what's the term? What they use Scar's people's.
It's typical anime racism.
Perfectly.
They
Yes,
did,
typical
like,
anime racism.
You can see it in all the
And it's
different
blatant.
anime.
And in Full Metal Alchemist, it's blatant.
Like,
it's super blatant, but like
They
Whoa.
treat his-
the story is so old.
Yeah.
The story is so
Yeah.
old, but it's so profound now.
Yeah.
If you guys will watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, you are a black person.
Yes.
And you are even the remote chance of like
Yeah.
being interested in anything anime, gore and everything, and with a purpose and with a really good story. Watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
People don't know.
Because
Go ahead.
yo ass. The reason why I chose Scar was because he was in an oppressed land.
I
And
forgot what his race was called.
in Brotherhood, I'm gonna just give some spoilers for those of you guys who don't know what Brotherhood
I
is.
mean, they should watch that shit.
You should have watched it.
That's old.
You get to a point where you see Scar's upbringing. They're in Ishval. Ishval is a land of people who are my color, his color, all of our colors. Where people
And they
of
had
color.
red, and
But they have red eyes
and that's
and
how
white
they
hair.
that's
So that's
how they
anime.
described them. No, that's how they described them in the
They
anime.
only describe them with red eyes and white hair.
They described this color of their skin. It was always red eyes and white
Because
hair.
there's black people in other areas in that show. But there must be a picture.
Was there?
Yeah, there's other black
There's
people.
a couple
in the show.
people. It's a couple people.
Remember
at the
this?
show.
Remember the episode when Ed and Al went to the district where they did words are really escaping me right now. Where they did alchemy, not alchemy, but
Because I was gonna say they did that shit everywhere.
it starts with an A, and it's like the metal stuff.
Oh,
What is it?
the academy.
No, you know what they do with the metal, with the arms and appendages and everything like that.
Oh, where they went to get his arm fixed.
What's it? It's an A.
transmutation circle.
Yeah.
Or not
No, it
transmutation circle.
has nothing to do with alchemy itself.
You talking about like when he was getting his mechanical arm and leg fixed all the
Yeah,
time?
that shit. So we don't know the name right
I
now.
forgot. Armory?
Something like that.
Something.
Wait.
God damn it.
Ooh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
It's on the tip of my tongue too. I can't remember.
Auto mail.
Oh man.
Oh my
Auto
god.
mail.
Anime
And that's why you're
strikes
here.
again.
Anime Google strikes again.
Anime
Auto mail.
was
That's
with an
definitely
A.
it.
Hey,
That's
anime
definitely
Google
it.
strikes
A.
again.
That's
Anime
crazy. It was
Google
definitely
strikes
auto
again.
mail. Yep. Go ahead.
God damn it!
I'm a nerd. I'm such a fucking nerd. Like it's no way.
That's why you're here, man. You are literally at Google, and they did auto mail there, and so when it comes to stuff like that, Scar was the type of person where he was in Ishval in a oppressed land, and where Edward and Alphonse was from. They did auto mail a lot, and so that's what I'm saying. Like they did auto mail in different places. There was a black girl in that place.
Oh yeah, yep. That little island that they went to.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they went to that little city where
she stole something from them. She stole Edward's locket.
Oh yeah.
Remember October 3rd?
The one with the
yeah. So she stole that shit, and she was black. You know, she was from
I
Big
didn't
Black,
even
and
know
she was not
that.
from Ishval. She had regular color eyes and regular color hair.
She had 2 pigtails.
Yep. And she had auto mail on her.
But we know what they meant.
Hey,
even with that.
okay.
We know what they meant.
Okay, now when he's talking about that, I hope y'all don't think anime don't be showing racism.
It's a lot of symbolism,
Bro,
and especially in Full Metal.
Look, in the anime that y'all like, I don't know why, but Dragon Ball Z, you know, what they call the Saiyans, they call them monkeys. You know, that's what they call us.
Yeah.
Right? You know,
Yeah.
Frieza calls them.
Is that
Frieza
just a coincidence?
No,
No.
Frieza calls Vegeta and Goku and the Saiyan race monkeys all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Like any of his people calls them monkeys. Like they be
Yep.
other aliens, but they call the Saiyans monkeys.
I don't
Yep.
watch some Dragon
And
Ball
if
Z
you
my
think
whole
about
life,
it-
and I never
and if
thought
you think
about
about
that.
it-
Literally,
And if you think
Goku
about it, they
from
turn into
Dragon
apes.
Ball had a monkey tail.
That's
He
what-
turned
that's
into a
what the
gorilla.
I
Saiyans
knew that, but like,
All of
I
this-
didn't coincide that with like being black.
Every
Like, they were
Saiyan-
still
Every
white.
Saiyan, I mean, I'm saying like every.
But that's
Saiyan-
the symbolism, because you could say
Yeah.
the same thing in Attack
Yeah,
on Titan.
exactly.
That's blatant racism
That's
in
blatant
Attack
right
on
there.
Titan.
and then
And they all the same skin color.
and then on
More or
another
less.
That's
favorite,
true.
on another favorite, and I can't understand why it's your favorite. On Naruto, the second Hokage was racist against the Uchiha.
Mhm.
Like he created the reanimation jutsu so he can kill an Uchiha and bring them back to life and kill them again. That was why he created it.
he was
That's how
definitely
much
racist.
that's how much he hated them. But he hated them because they killed one of his people, like one of his loved ones. So at that point he hated them. But that's he started the whole war between Madara and Hashirama. That's what brought the whole back to the circle of the Indra and Ashura fight.
Go back into yours, bro.
Real quick, back to
Anime
my
Google.
Scar.
Anime
I
Google.
chose Scar because he basically was an oppressed person. You know, like he wasn't always the person he was, or in the main story. He was
Mhm.
not. If that shit did not happen to him, he would not been.
He
that
wouldn't have been that person.
He wouldn't have been that person. So he went through 3 phases.
And they demolished his whole country.
Scar went through 3 phases, and I empathize with Scar the most out of anybody in that whole series. If I have to really think about it, he went through just being a regular person and just wanted to be good and just wanted to just be. And then he got to a point where something detrimental happened. He woke up with his brother's right arm and his brother's left leg. No, that wasn't that.
No, that's
Yeah, yeah.
that's
I'm sorry,
literally.
but his right
yeah.
arm. It was
Edward.
just his right arm. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Ooh, sorry.
Bro, when he
With
got
his
the
brother's
tattoos
right
on the other
arm
arm,
connected to him, and so he got to a point where there's no therapy there. There's
Yeah.
nothing like
Yeah.
that going on. So like he did what he thought was just. There was a religion of like the same thing what was our Christianity, but probably a little bit more morphed. And he was doing what he thought was just. He thought he was the hand of justice, basically. So if you
Hey.
did anything wrong, basically, mostly alchemy, which was forbidding in any type of Christianity religion,
Mhm.
he would always detain them or kill them.
What
Mostly
you
just
mean?
kill them.
He never detained nobody.
He never detained. Actually,
Hey.
he never detained nobody. He just murdered them.
He was
Yeah.
like Bakugo if he decided to kill people.
Yeah.
He
like
took
if he
your
decided
head
to
Yeah,
turn it up
and
a
Scar
notch.
and it be splattered.
Scar
Yeah.
was definitely savage throughout the whole.
All he had to
fucking
do
series.
was touch you when you blew up.
There was
Yeah.
a form, and just like with therapy in itself, like there was a form of projection, and also
Man.
just like him wanting to do the right thing,
Yeah.
all happening at the same time.
But
so
And how they went into his psyche was like crazy. Like how they described
You
his
got to
mental
know Scar.
breakdown.
you got
like,
to know him,
And like under like every day he was dealing with like what happened with his brother and like how he got killed because his brother got killed by the
all
army.
for that. for him
Yeah.
to still be lackluster
Exactly.
at the end of the whole.
The thing is,
series.
he learned
That's
the
what
I'm
truth.
saying, bro.
majority
He
of
learned-
those storylines actually, like, it's fucked up that Scar storyline did get pushed like
Bro, he
that,
could've been
but a
so
lot of those
OP.
storylines were very lackluster at the end.
He
Like, if
learned
you-
the truth of his brother's destruction.
No
That's
cap.
the reason why he was doing everything. He
Mhm.
learned the truth of his brother's destruction. He learned the truth of his people's extinction almost.
Mhm.
Man.
And he still did the right thing at the end of the day.
And we can
Who did that
understand
sound like though?
We can
Huh?
understand
Who did that?
that.
I was like, who did
We
that
can
sound like though?
understand that. You remember what they tried to do to us, bro? Like a
Mhm.
lot of these old
It sound like
animes, bro.
us.
Like if you think about it, like certain keywords that they use, bro. Like they really be like depicting like shit that happened to like an African American race. Like specifically, they have some other iterations on a different side where like they just showing pure racism.
I
like,
think
And
that
just
but
oh, I'm sorry,
No,
just
go
to
ahead.
give you guys just a little bit of insight on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and when it comes to Scar's story, the reason why he is the reason
Yeah.
why
We're
he
gonna-
is the reason why he is.
we're gonna let you continue and finish that out, but we're gonna go right into heroes and villains. We got like
He said
15.
I'm gonna let y'all finish, but
We got 15, literally
All right,
15.
All right, cool. Real quick, the reason why Scar is the way he is because of the Ishvalan War. There was someone from what's the place called where the Edward brothers are from? What's it called?
Rosenball? Is it Rosenball?
Some
Rosenball?
shit, something like
Rosenball.
that.
It's Rosenball.
So that's here. Ishval is here. It's a very small little country, or city.
That's called a country.
It's a little country.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
blew up the country.
it's
it was
so
a country
small.
because
Ishvalan was a
Look at those-
country.
there was a
that
whole
was
race
a
of
whole
them.
race.
Oh yes, a
Yeah,
whole
so
race
it
They
was
of
did
a
people.
mass
That's a country.
genocide. They committed mass
They
genocide.
did, and so they did it in a way where they used it wasn't a homunculus. They used a philosopher's stone. Philosopher's
Mhm.
stones are basically a lot of human souls
Mhm.
meshed up into one little stone, so that you could do whatever your will.
Yep,
Philosopher's stones are real, just so you guys know.
indeed.
I
But
looked
go
it
ahead.
up, and like
And-
this is not a thing of fiction. This is something that people have tried to do.
Yeah, and
These are
conquer and
things,
get.
and there's been horror stories of people trying to fulfill, and it's because it's ancient.
It's like
magic.
taboo.
It's super taboo.
Another iteration of Philosopher's Stones is in Black Clover when they're talking about grimoires. The creator actually read
Grimoires
the,
and
actually
also in
actually
Nier.
read like grimoires of magic and dark magic of a lot of his spells and his lore, when they have the runes, when they needed to when the elves put the runes to make the tree of what was it, the tree of life. I don't remember the exact name they used, but they used all of them runes. Those was actual philosopher's stones. And like I said, he reads he was reading actual grimoires, so we can use actual certain magic incantations and get be more accurate with his magic incantations and his symbols that he used and his symbolism. A lot of that is from Greek mythology about the legends and stuff like that. Bro, it go crazy, it go real deep. A lot of these authors, they be really thinking, my man.
Let's go. Let's jump right into heroes turn villains.
I
'cause
feel
we
like you
literally got-
take you got two of mine. I'm
For
pretty
me?
yes, pretty sure you do.
Let's
What are
see.
we jumping into?
Heroes turn villains.
Anime.
Mine, right? I'm just gonna let's actually do one because we literally got 10 minutes, and I'm just going because
We got 10 minutes. Let's do a speed round.
Explain, and I want to
Pew,
go
pew, pew,
out.
pew.
It's talking about something specifically too.
Okay.
But so let's just do one. Right after we gotta do
Come
one.
on, man.
Yeah, I can't stay past. We got 10 minutes later, literally, bro.
I mean, I think I could say my three without. doing
Nah,
it.
Can
you
you?
can't. You
No, you
cannot.
can't, bro.
I
No,
swear,
you
I got
cannot.
you. I got you. It's
You
a
don't
Bet. It's
gotta-
a bet. It's a bet.
If my life depended on it, I would
It's
say
a
no.
bet. I'm betting right now. I'm betting right now.
My one, because I'm only gonna do one.
I'm gonna go last.
It's Aaron Yeager.
Of course, I knew you. was
Aaron
taking that
Yeager, right away. I
one. Okay,
mean,
I'm gonna do two then.
he is the best hero turned villain turned hero.
Hey,
When you find out at the end, turned hero, because everything was for a reason. But I mean, honestly, he's an anti-hero too at the same time.
All right, cool. Speed round.
But
Keep on going. Yeah.
I was. Hold on.
I'm like, yeah.
No, I mean, but for those that don't know, again, with Attack on Titan, real quick, Aaron his mother was killed by these huge beings called Titans, and he's trying to figure out the secrets of where these Titans came from, along with a lot of people that he was with. Some shit happened, some connections happened. He ends up harnessing two different powers of Titans, of these powers, and has a whole nother mindset, just like any other hero turned villain or anti-hero, on how he should approach the world. And that's literally how, if you've watched this last part 1 final season, he has been marching to literally the beat of his own drum. And he's going to continue marching to the beat of his own drum.
Oh
It's probably
God.
going to be louder, actually. The
Hey.
drum beat's going to be louder, part 2. I just have to say that because it's coming out very soon.
Very soon.
Ja-
In a
actually,
place near
January,
you.
January 9th, and we will be doing live reactions here.
Yes.
Oh my God,
Of that
yes.
episode.
And you
I
can
would love
watch.
that.
We're doing live Oh, I'm definitely
Yeah,
doing live
we already
reactions.
talked about
We
it.
already talked about that.
We already
But
talked about it.
that's why I want to say that out. But
You
go
go.
ahead.
I'll go last.
You go ahead.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
So mine's is, I'm gonna go with Titans again because Red Hood,
Ooh.
because it's not as good as the comics. Red Hood is supposed to be like a. Were you
Yeah, I was gonna
disappointed,
say.
Tone?
Very.
I was very
I
disappointed.
was disappointed, but I got something in return that you haven't gotten to yet.
Okay. At some point, Red Hood. If you guys don't know who Red Hood is, he's basically Robin, the new Robin turned bad, and he is supposed to be super really badass in the comics. Like he is not to be fucked with. He's damn near
Dangerous.
Slade, but like a kid and younger and
Imagine
way
Batman
better actually. What guns?
with 2 guns. Batman
guns.
with 2 guns.
But, I mean,
He
Slade
don't-
used guns too.
He
Like
don't
he
got
did.
boomerangs. He got bullets.
Slade.
No,
Red
Red
Hood.
Hood.
Oh, yeah.
He
Red
got
Hood.
everything that Batman got with guns,
Yes.
nigga, with training and all that.
Grenades.
And so with
all
this
that.
particular rendition of Red Hood, I was not that impressed actually.
But he's your hero turned villain, even though you're not impressed with him.
I'm not that impressed, but I love why he did it
Yeah.
in this season.
Can you
I
elaborate a
definitely
little
got
bit?
enough time.
I mean, it's always the same way, but he basically was under Batman's wing for a while, and then he got to the point where he was under Nightwing's wing. Nightwing's wing. And he got to a point where he was just like super unappreciated, and he was, like only reason why I liked it is because I can empathize with that. When my talents are not being used, even at work or anywhere
Oh
I'm at,
yeah.
No cap.
if I'm not being utilized in a way that I know that you can use me, you just
Yeah.
over here having me just here teaching people, and that's not what I'm good at.
You got me fucked up.
You got me fucked
Hey,
up, and they
no
had
cap.
Robin fucked up, and
Hey.
you could tell. So he kept on pushing himself into situations where he's trying to prove himself. He was
That's
not
real
prepared
life.
for. But they could have utilized him in ways where it wasn't where he was just being used noticeably. He was
Okay.
noticeably being used
Mm.
to teach newcomers in the Titans, Raven, Beast Boy. He don't fucking like them, and he be cussing them out. Like, I don't fucking like you. You're stupid. You're a freak. I don't want to fucking deal with you. And knowing that,
Is
I would
Red
not-
Hood a teenager in this?
Raven sucks. Like, she's like 12.
Red Hood is.
All
I
right,
mean, it's Teen Titans.
Raven is like 14. Beast Boy's like 16. Robin, new Robin is like
All right, we gotta let me go.
14. Nightwing's like 30. Starfire's like 32.
Oh yeah, they going. They trying to follow the little comics.
We haven't seen
Hello.
Cyborg because he in a movie now. So
How?
Hey,
I don't know.
Budget's not
Hey.
big enough.
Budget's not big enough for him. I've been
hey,
in
we
2 movies,
digress.
nigga.
We digress.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is
I
in Doom
hate
Patrol.
it.
Doom
I
Patrol.
hate it.
All right,
I
we
hate
we
it. I hate
digress.
it.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead
like-
with your 3. You got.
No, I got 2.
You got 2?
All
Okay,
right,
okay,
so
okay.
First, I'm gonna say my favorite one for last. So first, I got Griffith from Berserk.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you didn't pick.
bro.
What's his name?
Who?
Is that his name? The main character, Griffith.
No, Griffith. No, Gus was in.
Guts
Gus.
is-
Guts. Not didn't.
They
turn
consider
evil.
him an anti-hero on Google.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about evil.
Oh, hero
Hero
turn
turn
my
evil.
bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
The
my bad.
reason why
They
he
consider
became.
him an anti-hero?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's one of the top 20 anti-heroes on Google.
Top
Okay.
20.
Yeah.
Well, look.
Okay.
In the top 10 heroes turned villain, Griffith is like number 1 or 2, I think, when I watched that video. But so Griffith was the dude who put Guts into his army. He was, the white-haired dude, the one who was all elegant. So,
I
If y'all
forgot that was
watch,
his
if y'all
name.
watch the season,
Yeah, I know who you said. I'm talking
Griffith
about
did
now.
Guts bogus. Like
What show is this?
This is
Berserk.
I'm like Berserk. It gets like, bro, it's so crazy.
it's
so
very
I'm gonna go into a
gory.
real quick one right here. Griffith.
I like gore. I
Griffith,
do
like
that.
like where he turned evil. I think I don't know. either went to some demons or some demons took over his mind, but he became a demon. And he took Guts' girlfriend and raped her in front of him and killed her and cut off Guts' arm.
Well, that's not gory.
That was literally like the beginning of the show, right?
No, that was like a little bit late in the season. Like I think that was like
the
final
first
fight
season.
final
First
fight
season,
in the
though.
first season.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like no cap, like he got really fucked up. Like he had Guts tied up. The demons was holding him, and like they was like higher up demons, and he raped his girlfriend in front of him, bro, and killed her. And like
you talking about the
made him
movie?
Watch.
No, it's a show.
It's probably a movie.
They
too.
did in the movie too.
They got a movie too. All right.
So he did it twice.
Oh, they did a recap. I forgot they did
Yeah,
a
they did the
recap
recap.
movie.
Oh my God! I
so-
saw that movie.
No,
I was
that,
like,
that what you saw was a recap, but they
that
actually
was
did it in
the-
a series. They did the recap movies like how they do Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Because there's so many recap Attack on Titan
oh
movies.
my God! It was so traumatizing.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
traumatizing.
Oh my
So
God!
that
He was
was-
so scared.
It was like redo of Healer traumatized.
That was
Woo.
I'm not gonna lie, that was one of
Yeah.
the best
It was deep.
iterations of a hero turned to villain because he completely flipped like all the way evil. Not
Who's
even a hit.
who's your top pick?
My top pick? All right, boys. I'm looking at you, KOTV. You feel me? You feel me? I can never go wrong. The number one in every category I looked at for anime villain, that boy Sosuke Aizen.
Oh shit!
Yes, he was a main finesser. Why didn't anybody else think about? Yes, definitely.
Listen.
You got some good
Round
ones.
of applause,
You got
bro.
some good ones.
I don't know why the fuck I didn't think about that, but
Hey.
Aizen is definitely top tier hero turned villain of all time.
He was
You
blessed.
didn't
Yes.
expect it, even if
Hey.
you watch it, you did not
Yeah,
expect
you
it
didn't.
coming.
You didn't. He
no,
was blessed.
No,
He was
'cause there's so
blessed
much shit going on other
with
than that. But he was doing
with
that.
the OP ability called perfect hypnosis. Okay. Now, if you understand what that means, perfect hypnosis.
All hell,
That's
hell,
why he
Aizen.
was able to use all numbers of the haiku when he was using his little Ghost Reaper magic, whatever
Yeah.
that shit is called.
Yeah.
But he was able to make the whole Soul Society see his death. Okay. But while he was doing that on the side, they would see him walking around the Soul Society. He would never leave. But his real body was in Waco Mundo, creating an army to kill the Soul Society so he could become the perfect being.
He was already in
Fucking
Hueco Mundo
bitch.
before they had even revealed
They didn't even
him.
know.
He had
come
even
on, man.
revealed that he was even doing anything. He was already in
such a
Hueco
bitch.
Mundo.
Like he did not care. He was like, "I'm gonna do
Bro.
this right under your noses, and you're not about to know."
And he did it so smooth. Like when you saw him come out, when he took the glasses off and then, he whipped the hair back
oh my
and
god,
had the little Goku
Pride.
curl, bro.
God.
Bro, he was
ultimate pride.
like,
Oh
said
my
some,
god.
he said some haiku 99 and just looked at you. Like, what can you do to that? And then look, he even became more evil because look, they needed this man. They put him in a chair. He was in the chair whooping ass.
That man is
With
power
his soul
reincarnate.
pressure. He using his soul pressure like Gara used his sand.
Mhm.
Whooping
touch him.
ass. Saving, stopping,
a
he's
chair.
stopping
I'll do
shit
you
from
one better.
In a chair.
I'll do you one better. He is literally out. House the crack in this little table right here.
Yes.
That crack was what helped the whole fight in Juha Bach at
Yes.
the end.
And that crack was
Aizen. Aizen came out the work like you didn't
in his
expect
chair.
him. Ichigo was going to die
Man.
again against Juha Bach. the
Ichigo
second go
died
round.
like three times.
three times in
technically.
this arc. He's going to die a lot in
Yeah.
this arc. Just
Y'all
so
gonna be
know.
pissed.
They're going
Y'all
to
gonna
nerf
definitely be
Ichigo
pissed.
like a motherfucker. They're going to
Can I-
nerf the
Hey.
Zero Division like a motherfucker.
They
Can I
take-
be honest?
Look, they take Ichigo's plot armor away. That's what happened.
Yes.
And like literally, they tell you why, but they give it back to him a little bit.
And then they take it away again.
With the help of that
I'ma
boy
be honest.
Aizen,
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I'm
with
be
the help
honest.
of that boy Aizen, he gets his plot
Aizen,
armor.
yes.
Aizen helped him with his plot armor, and then he disappeared.
And then he
I'm gonna be honest for
disappeared.
30 seconds. The only reason why I didn't watch Bleach as much as I wanted to is because fucking
many
Ichigo
episodes?
kept on getting his ass whooped. He kept on getting help.
Never.
Hey, they
But-
were
but-
Ichigo was forcing it.
He
Never.
always
Ne-
had a different entity in him to do things that he could not do.
You know,
before.
somebody said
So-
something on RTV that caught my attention with Ichigo. Like, the reason why you don't see his powers, like, again, like every power up that he's had outside of the mask,
It be
you
somebody
see,
else.
It'd be somebody
It'd
else.
be
but
something.
those power ups are there because if you've noticed, every time Ichigo has powered up, he's powered up to something bigger than he already had.
Yeah.
Every time. So there's no point of you seeing like the Mugetsu, the last, you'll never see that again.
Yeah.
The Vasto Loras, you'll never see that again. And even in this arc with him fusing everything, I'm not gonna say what else he got, but fusing everything into his form that he gets at the end, you'll never see that again, even if he does get nerfed, because Ichigo is plot armor reincarnated.
Yeah, literally.
Plot armor reincarnated. Like they literally make this man, give him powers, and they take it away, and it's just that easy. And that's why I like about this arc that's coming up, because they literally short stick everybody on there. But we'll talk about that because that goes into the Quincy whole aspect
and
that we was talking about.
And to be fair, you know, a lot of people, you know, speculate this, but you know, I'm here to confirm it. That you know, Madara's personality was based off Aizen just a tad, like how he handles
the only difference is that Aizen is cocky.
Yeah,
but it's rightfully so.
And just so you know, if you want to say Ichigo beat Aizen's ass, plot armor did that.
Yeah,
like if Ichigo would actually train to actually keep that form, he probably would have whooped Aizen at the point. He could have probably killed him, but he beat him with plot armor. That was it. Aizen was just a little too cocky right there. If Aizen would have calculated just a second more,
he didn't even
kill Aizen.
He didn't even beat Aizen because if you remember, what's his name came in and used that one loophole to seal him, because that the only way he was even going to be able to seal him is exactly. It was only because of what Ichigo did that he was even able to get that one slither of a loophole to trap Aizen. Aizen is OP.
Soon as he used Final Getsugo Tensho, that's when Ichigo's plot armor disappeared.
Yeah.
Like right after that, Aizen wasn't even dead. Ichigo was on the floor, couldn't use no powers. Aizen was not fucked up until, like he said, till bro came in there and sealed him real quick.
But that was literally that was the purpose of
that was the
power.
purpose of Ichigo. They knew that Ichigo wasn't supposed
never
to kill
going
him.
to fight.
They
He
knew.
was never going to be Aizen.
They knew.
No,
like, he might have came out player.
It was just literally to weaken him in the whole Kyoku
might have
that
came
he
out
had.
banging. But you already know when he first came up, his dad already told him he didn't sit in there long.
The fly is telling us
he didn't sit in there
the
long.
fly is
It
telling us
took him
that
a
our show
lot
is
longer.
over.
Yes,
It took him a lot longer to demolish Aizen in any type of way.
And then even more crazy, when Aizen was in jail, he was getting stronger. He was getting stronger to where he didn't have to leave his chair. Like he was a telekinetic
shit.
When
he
That's
gave
what I
him
told
his
y'all. He was
power,
beating niggas
when he
ass
gave
in the
him his
chair.
power, when he gave him his power, he
bro.
didn't even get up. No, he got up one time, and literally when he got up, the spiritual pressure was like
It was like too much.
like sauna.
It was too
Ain't
much.
nobody fucking with
Nobody's
Aizen.
fucking with
Soon
Aizen.
as
He was like, I gotta get out
soon
my
as
chair.
they popped that first lock, and he said,
He was like, I have to get.
he said,
out of my
I'm
chair.
free a little bit. And then, you know, he let himself free once they let his arm free. Like, he did the rest.
Yeah.
He did the rest. Then when he got out the chair, it was danger.
All hell, Lord Aizen.
You know, when you playing a fighting game and your life get red, that's what happened. Soon as he got out the chair, like, it was like, hey, look, he like, I'm gonna save y'all because, like, I don't want the Soul Society to die, but, like, I'm back, bitch.
Yeah, literally that. Literally
Like,
that.
that's
Like
how
it
that-
was the ultimate plot twist in
Bro.
the whole ending of the 1,000-year blood war.
Bro, you're not fucking with Aizen.
You're
bro.
not fucking with Aizen.
Bro, his smooth radar is over 1 million.
He's
They're
actually
infinite.
I think he would have to be like my favorite.
Hey, that's why
That's
he
a
was
good
my
one.
Outside of
number one.
That's a good one.
Outside of Ukiyoda, he would be my favorite character.
That's a good one.
in
That's
Bleach.
why he my number one. You know, I had to give him number one because, like, he did that shit 2-player, bro. Like, did nobody know? He fooled the whole society and made every captain, even head captain Yamamoto, fight him in his
Ugh, he was
posse
so annoying,
of technically nobodies, bro. They were literally
He
hollows.
gaslit the whole squad.
Yes, he literally
It's all
found
y'all fault,
hollows.
Actually,
He literally
and
found hollows
I had
who
nothing to do with
who
it.
ate more souls than other hollows,
And
and
then
because
play-
they were stronger, gave them
Use
more
them,
souls.
play with
bro.
Momo.
Come on, man. He
Oh,
didn't even
Momo.
need them.
Oh,
He didn't even need
He
them.
didn't need them.
He used them.
Momo was so
They were
so deep in that
fine, bro.
genjutsu. Even though it's not
Come
a
on, bro.
genjutsu, but
But she was
Momo
so
was so
sweet.
deep in
Hey, if you think about it, perfect hypnosis, bro, that's genjutsu.
but that's why nobody thought it would be Momo. And he used it against
that.
everybody.
I think he
again.
put like an extra amount on Momo because even when everybody knew that like that ultimate hypnosis or that perfect hypnosis was there, she still was just like
Even in the anime, his
Did she love
hypnosis.
him?
stuck.
Look,
She
must have
adored
loved
that
him.
man.
She loved
she
him, so
adored
probably
him.
was
I don't know if she
easier.
loved him, but she adored that man.
That probably was like
The-
a subcategory to his power. Like if they already love you, it'll be
very
easier.
very much take advantage of
To
that.
manipulate
devs,
that.
Yeah.
the devs of Bleach, like they were saying that like they iterated his perfect hypnosis so perfectly that even in the anime you cannot tell. They don't even show you
Mm-hmm.
when he becomes a bad guy. All you know is that like, what the fuck? Aizen's killing
Because
people?
he was
Hold
always,
on.
He was always
And he
the bad
been
guy.
killing people.
And he was just sitting there chilling, just smiling with the glasses like me, you know. Beware the quiet nigga, okay? Beware the quiet nigga. We are dangerous.
Let it be known that
We are
Zay
dangerous.
is not the quiet nigga.
I'm definitely
He's
the quiet
not the
nigga.
quiet
I'm definitely the quiet nigga. I'm definitely the quiet. You see me? I'm quiet. I don't know you. I'm quiet. You
Most
feel me?
times,
He's
most
not quiet
times.
right
And
now.
that this has been an episode of KOTV,
KOTV.
the collective.
Yes, indeed.
Back at it again. Thank y'all once again for being here. Thank y'all.
You can catch us on all platforms.
Yes.
I'm telling you, YouTube at KOTV. You can find it on my boy YouTube right here. You can announce it.
Yes. YouTube definitely. We do have our own YouTube page.
Yes, indeed.
The
Separate,
collective
together.
We also do have our own Twitch page as well. We do have Spotify on lock. We have Apple Podcasts on lock.
Indeed.
We got a lot of stuff on lock. So just check us out, join the fam, and get into us, man. We got a lot of content here with us. We got a lot of content coming out. And for those that are paying attention and looking out for us, we appreciate and
Yes,
adore
much love.
the
Thank
support.
you so much for the love.
thank y'all so much.
I'm not sure if everybody else did it. I might have to show y'all how to do it later. But Twitch, YouTube, I know like all our shits is linked to our own personal
Yeah.
YouTube. So if y'all see it, my YouTube and Twitch are also linked to our separate individual podcasts where you can listen to it on Apple Music, Spotify, the Google Music. It's all
Yeah.
of that should be linked together. So like if
Yes.
you click on any one of our separate links, it should take you to either one of us who has it linked up. So
Yes.
like,
And that goes for not only just for the podcast, but
But-
for our YouTube page,
Yes,
for our
indeed.
Facebook page. At least for me, it's definitely for me what you said.
Yeah.
Like anything that's connected to our podcast or anything like that, you can click on our page and you'll see all the content that we
Yeah.
have there. There isn't a lot up there yet, but we definitely plan to. So
We're
please
getting
be
there.
on the
it's a
lookout.
little
We are
mixed
getting
up.
there.
Most of our videos is on like Facebook. We just started getting our videos on YouTube. So like,
And then lastly, before we head out, shout out to TDR Pod,
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, TDR.
TDR Network.
getting us right.
Getting us
Ready
right.
for the event for next week.
Looking out for us. Please tune in to us next week. We will actually be shooting on location
Yes, costume party
at the TDR Podcast
Bring y'all
Halloween party.
costumes.
Halloween
Between what
party.
time and what time?
What time are we?
6 and 10.
Arrow,
And-
come pregame with us.
Come
and
pre-grand
we
with us.
have best costume winner,
For how much?
$100, I
Whoa.
believe.
I think
Spend
we- I think
$25
we
on
taking
the
that.
outfit.
Hey,
Get
I'm
$75
just not gonna
back.
lie.
I
We
think
taking
we
that.
taking that.
We taking that.
So
I'm
yeah.
just saying.
So,
You're
but
not
yeah,
ready.
tune in to
I'm not
us
even
next
dress
week.
up. I'm discouraged.
But yeah, tune into all that next week. And KOTV is out.
Indeed.